Let's head to Boston. And Martin Daubney is there. I mean, it was the Brexit capital, Martin, wasn't it? But it seems to be the immigration capital nowadays.
Yeah, so 75% of the residents of Boston, Lincolnshire, voted to leave the European Union in 2016. That's the highest of any constituency anywhere in the entire United Kingdom. They voted ostensibly to take back control of immigration. A town of around 70,000, but has been bolstered now. 20% of the town is from overseas, mainly East Europe and the Balkans, and that's got worse. Since 2011, Brexit spectacularly and measurably has failed to take back control of the borders here, of the town here, of immigration. They like us here in the town. We've already been approached by many TV News viewers, and I'm now joined by the Deputy Leader of Reform UK and the Member of Parliament for Boston and Skegness, Mr. Richard Tice. Richard, welcome to the show.
Nice to see you. I mean, the sun's not yet shining. The skies are grey with disappointment on Brexit Day, because all the opportunity, it was the right thing to do. This great vote here, the biggest constituency, I think, vote in the whole country. But people are disappointed, Martin, with the Tory government's utter failure to take advantage of this great opportunity. And people here feel they've been betrayed, been let down, because far from taking back control of the borders and reducing immigration, the Tories basically allowed it to explode, to mushroom, which was a complete and utter opposite of what was promised, and people believe them.
Just so people at home understand, what is it about Boston and the area that attracts so many people from places like Lithuania, Poland, Romania? It's a seasonal agricultural work and the factory work, right?
Huge agricultural industry here and across the whole constituency and in Lincolnshire. So yes, we need seasonal agricultural workers, of course, and that's we've always had that, should have always had that, but that's been allowed to mushroom into just a complete explosion. And I'm afraid to say that there's been much illegal immigration here in and around Boston, which I think has increased in recent years, a failure of the authorities to actually to control immigration laws, and that's one of the things that I'm determined to get on top of. So yeah, it's a series of disappointment, really, that this opportunity has not yet been taken advantage of, but it's still there. And frankly, It's only reform that will take advantage of it.
So the feeling is, Boris Johnson said we'll get Brexit done, and people around here don't feel that happened. The borders haven't been controlled, the population is actually increasing. So the amount of immigration coming into this area is actually going up. It's 50% higher than the average for England. A total failure of border control, and particularly in this town. So how could that change in the future? A lot of people are thinking that Keir Starmer's government, bear in mind he campaigned to cancel Brexit as the leader of the People's Vote, that we are on a direction of travel to get closer to Brussels. Can Brexit ever be delivered?
Well, legally we've left. Practically, we've not taken advantage of that opportunity, but there is still time. What we've got to do is get rid of this dreadful Labour government who want to drag us closer to the failing, sclerotic, recessionary European Union, take advantage of the much bigger opportunities, and also to make Brexit work for British citizens. And actually, if you restrict the labour supply, if you have net zero immigration, which is what we want, then guess what? Actually, wages will go up for British citizens, but opportunities will grow.
Net zero immigration is still 5 million in.
No, it's not.
Net immigration is 5 million, so net zero is 5 million in.
But net zero immigration means one in, one out. And actually, you should only welcome highly skilled, highly qualified people who speak the language, who want to integrate and who want to work. Not this lunacy where we've just seen in recent days where you've got like 15,000 health and social care workers and 60,000 dependents coming with them not working. That's idiocy. No common sense whatsoever. Okay. So let's have a smart immigration policy, not a mass daft immigration policy.
Okay, Richard Tice, thank you very much. So stick with us. We'll be back here throughout the day speaking to business leaders, locals, and also there's a Lithuanian language school down the way there where they are welcoming children from abroad to teach them English, all paid for by the council. Does that sound like a constituency that took back control? We're saying goodbye from Boston, Lincolnshire, and thank you, Richard Tice.